I do like these recaps. Yeah, Viren. Oh, what's gonna happen? What choice are they gonna make? I can't believe we're only on chapter 3. I guess that is a good vantage spot. Maybe. Yeah, but you wouldn't sacrifice your life. Oh, are you actually going to? Oh, so he's actually not that bad. Huh. Uh-oh. Or maybe it's a good thing? I can't tell. Okay, Varen, you're gonna have to prove to me that you're actually a good person. No, 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 no. Ezran. No, 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 no. Yeah, run. Oh no. Come on, hurry up and run. Oh, he needs to do something. That's why. No. Oh, come on. At this rate, there's nothing else. Oh, it worked. He's so happy. I guess it just shows that he's probably better off as a mage than you know, a knight of swords. Now I'm very uncertain on how I felt about him. I can understand why they are saying no. Oh boy. Well, they both have gone down the. Oh boy. Yeah, he's in the wrong. All the adults are in the wrong. How frustrating. I mean, I understand, but still. Ah. Oh boy. That works. That's true. Come on. Run. Go in, please. Oh, she's definitely way better. Wait, really? No. No. This. If the king really did know, then I don't think there would be a need to take away his voice. Uh-oh. You were saying? Oh boy. He needs to get his voice back. He needs to go. He needs to go. Come on. He needs to make a choice. No, I don't think. Come on, go, go, go. So sad. I think the two older ones know, though, that it's probably not gonna happen. Oh no, they did it! Ah, it sucks that he lost his letter, though, and that she has it. I don't know if she's a good person or not at this point. The fact that she knows the egg. Oh, she knows now. Oh, she must feel so bad. I really would not want to be in her place. I mean, I think Callum already realized that, their dad is probably going to die. And he did, clearly. And now, why do I keep forgetting her name? The elf girl. What is your name? I always keep forgetting. But she clearly knows now that he's dead. And so she probably feels so much guilt. The whole situation is bad. If only the elf guy listened to her, then maybe things would have been better. But clearly, it's not going to. And that is what ended up happening. I do feel like, though, that no one is trustworthy except for the three. Especially with the way that the other people acted when he said that they had the egg this whole time. Makes me a bit, this is kind of bad situation going on here. Plus the fact that the mage guy took away Callum's voice is a total red flag. It clearly means that he doesn't want the king to hear this because the king probably doesn't know. I mean, considering the private conversation they had, it's clear that he doesn't know. And I was about to, let go of my prejudice against him in the beginning, because he clearly was going to sacrifice himself. But the king obviously got tired of him at that point. Like, they probably went through a lot together and then reached a point where he realized that the mage guy doesn't really have the best interests for the kingdom as a whole, and most likely doesn't really respect the hierarchy of things. which can be fine at times. It's just that if he's doing it too much, then it's going to create an instability on who actually is the one that's ruling and who isn't. So I can understand his frustration, but at the same time, it was like, did you have to say it here when he was actually going to, you know, be the person that you first believed him to be? But again, at the same time, I do understand his frustration. And I do get why the mage guy was angry too, because like, you know, they got their frustrations out and they clearly didn't really talk. I don't know if they ever set boundaries with each other as time went by, but clearly the patience has run out between the both of them. It just goes to show that if you're in a supposed position of power, or supposed power, if you want to call it that, it's best not to make your friends be part of your, I guess, staff or employee or worker or whatever, because then the boundaries are blurred and you just can't respect the boundaries as much, or there becomes like a power trip, or egos get in the way, or the alignment of what you understand and what they understand is changing as time passes by if you don't talk it out more. So it really made me feel very uncomfortable watching them argue, because it's a very real thing that happens in real life too. And it's just very accurate in that sense. I think what I like about the series so far is that the characters are more real in the way that they're layered and the way that they interact with the things going on. And there are a lot of other series that do that too, but I do like the way that they present it here in particular in the story. And it's just like the whole fact that adults have less freedom than kids is very imprinted in this particular episode. Remember, the king said to Callum that even though he's king, he's not actually free, but then a kid is free to be free, essentially, or has more allowances on what they can do in their life. And now we see it here, where the adults are so blinded by their greed, their pride, their egoism, or their whatever, to the point that they don't see the big picture. They don't remember and realize that peace is what should be desired, not this fighting and all that stuff. And that's why it ended up in bloodshed, while the three who are still young and still are developing their understanding of the world see it much clearer. Like, this is what we need to do in order to stop things from getting worse. And it's just, it kind of reminds me of the days when I taught the kindergartners and elementary students. And I noticed that like a lot of adults, including myself, I'm not an exception to this, we get pigeonholed, or we focus so much on the problem that we don't see the easy solution. So a lot of the times my students back then would tell me like, oh, why can't we just do it this way? And it's like simplest, most easiest thing that would have resolved it like right then and there. And they were the ones that noticed it. So it really goes to show that when you are not blinded by expectations or pressure or things like that, then you're able to see a lot more simpler, and simple is best, as one would say. And I really agree with that the older I get. Although I don't know if you guys agree with that too, but I feel that way, especially. Pride isn't worth anything if it means it's going to cause broken peace, I suppose. But, you know, who knows? That's just my thoughts on the whole thing. But I really enjoyed this episode. I'm really sad about the fact that the king died and that it had to end up that way. But I guess that's the only way it can go at this point, with the way that people, all the adult characters are at least, or the ones that are older than 15, I assume. Except for Callum, he still has like that, well, he's still under 15 technically, so I guess he's fine. He's 14 and what was it, 3/5 is what he said? I can't really remember the exact details, but I just find that to be so funny. So he's on the cusp of, you know, entering adulthood, sort of, not really, at least that's what I assume is adulthood in their world. Speaking of which, how old are all of them? Huh. Anyways, I enjoyed this episode very much. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.